The most quoted Stoic wisdom is, paradoxically, the most misunderstood, the dichotomy of control. The idea is simple: some things are under our power, our judgments, our actions, our desires; others are not, the body, reputation, the outcome of our actions. But pain arises in the gray area, in which most people dwell, suffering over what they do not control and ignoring what they control completely. It is a doubled suffering, the pain of the event, followed by the pain of the illusion. You believe you control your career, your marriage, your investments. This is the illusion of total control. When the universe reminds you of the truth, through an unexpected layoff, a painful divorce, or a market collapse, you break down. The non-Stoic feels betrayed by fate. The Stoic does not break down because he accepts, beforehand, the inevitability of external failure. But that is not all. Detachment does not mean passivity. Epictetus, the former slave who founded the most practical school of Stoicism, gave us the master key to serenity: of things existing, some are our charge, others are not. Only the things that are our charge are free, without hindrance, without impediment. Those that are not our charge are weak, servile, full of hindrances, alien to us. The true power of this lesson resides in disaggregating control into three categories. Ignoring the third is to condemn yourself to eternal frustration, transforming philosophy into mere resignation. The dichotomy, in practice, is not binary. Real life is not just yes or no. For a mature Stoic application, it must be viewed in three concentric rings of control, which require a cold and rational analysis of every situation. 1. The inner circle, total control: what you control 100%. Your judgments, what you decide is good or bad, your opinions, your impulses, and your virtues. Your character, your ethics, and your will. Nothing can take this from you. True and impregnable Stoic freedom resides here. 2. The outer circle, no control: what you do not control at all, regardless of your effort. The weather, the opinion of others, death, the past, and the final outcome of any effort. To ignore this circle is madness, it is fighting against nature. 3. The double target circle, partial control where action resides. This is the most neglected point. These are things that depend on you, but do not depend only on you. Examples: winning a game, getting a promotion, succeeding in a business, the health of your body. The mistake of most is to place everything important in the outer circle, suffering over the result. The rational Stoic moves the focus from the result, which is external, or an indifferent, to virtuous effort, which is internal, a good. If your objective is to get promoted, you don't control the boss's decision or the company's politics, external, but you control your dedication, your work ethic, and your continuous improvement, internal. You shoot at the double target. The first target, the scopos, is external and desirable, but dispensable, the result. The second, the most important, the telos, is internal, acting in the most virtuous and competent way possible. If you hit the second target, the external one becomes irrelevant to your peace of mind. You have not failed, you acted with excellence, and the universe took its course. Like an archer, you control the bow, the arrow, and the moment of release, but you do not control the wind. The little known, but essential, concept for closing the dichotomy is the Prokheiron. This Greek word means, what is most at hand, or what is most manageable. The Stoic does not live in fantasies of power, but operates at the closest limit of control. It is the antidote to paralysis. When adversity hits, the non-Stoic asks, how do I solve the entire, complex, and terrifying problem? The Stoic, trained in Epictetus, asks, what is the Prokheiron? What is the immediate next step that requires the exercise of my reason and virtue? What is at hand to be done now? Imagine you lost your job and are in debt. Total control, inner focus. You control how you react to the news, calmness, clarity, and how you will use your time, discipline. No control, acceptance. You do not control the company's decision to cut costs or the state of the job market. Prokheiron, immediate action. You control the resume preparation you will do this hour, the calls you will make today, the improvement of a skill right now. Not getting a new job, but sending 5 resumes. The Prokheiron forces action focused on the present. It destroys analysis paralysis and the fear of the future. It is not about fixing life in a day, it is about fixing the next minute through a rational and virtuous action. This micro-rational focus accumulates until the outer circle, which seemed like an insurmountable mountain, begins to recede or, at least, ceases to dominate your mind. The mature application of the dichotomy of control is an ethics of effort. It is a demand that you give 100% of yourself in everything you do, because virtuous effort, the process of giving your best, is the only thing you truly possess. The result is just the cherry on top, which may or may not come. Seneca warns us against timidity. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, it is because we do not dare that they are difficult. He pushes us toward action, but with a detached mind. Suffering occurs when you perform the virtuous action, inner circle, and then demand the perfect outcome, outer circle. For the Stoic, external results, wealth, health, reputation, are indifference or adiaphora. They have value, preferable or non-preferable, but they have no moral value. Your virtue is moral, your salary is not. By applying the dichotomy, you practice selective indifference. Seek the external result with all your strength, it is preferable to be healthy than sick. Detach yourself emotionally from the result, as it does not define your moral worth. This is the practice of apatheia, absence of irrational passions. It is not indifference to the world, but indifference to the inevitable outcome of the world outside your will. Anxiety dies at the border of control, because you have already accepted the worst-case scenario with dignity before even it happens. The dichotomy of control, when mastered, leads to final freedom. You are invincible because no one can touch your character. They can steal your money, but they cannot force you into cowardice or dishonesty. Your internal power is absolute. You are serene because, by doing your utmost, the Prokheiron, you accept that the rest is simply what happens. You become the sole master of your inner life, your hegemonikon, the commanding principle of the soul. The next time you feel distressed, stop and draw the lines of control. Where is your energy now? Is it in lament and fantasy, outer circle, or in the Prokheiron, the next act of courage and reason? The choice of your peace is always yours. Remember, there is no virtue in suffering over things you do not control. The true Stoic is not passive, he is dangerously active in the only areas that matter, his choices and his virtue. The dichotomy of control is not a renunciation of life, it is the most effective and powerful way to live it, moving your energy from useless suffering to supreme effort. Serenity is not a gift of fate, it is the logical consequence and the inevitable reward of focusing only on what is yours. Step out of the illusion of total control. Take refuge in the impregnable fortress of your character. If you are ready to stop suffering over what you cannot change, and start mastering what you can, subscribe to The Hidden Meaning and turn on notifications. Leave the word dichotomy in the comments to reaffirm your commitment to clarity and internal control. Share this video with whoever needs to find their Prokheiron today. Until the next deep dive.